weekend.
Listen on BBC Sounds.
Get up, pack it in, let me begin. I came to win, battle me, that's a sin. I won't ever slack up, punk, you better back up. Try and play the role and you're the whole crew will act up. Get up, stand up, come on, throw your hands up if you got the feeling. Jump up, touch the ceiling, monks, let's a funk flow. Someone's fucking junk, yeah, I'll bust them in the eye. And then I'll take the punks out, feeling funky. Amps in the trunk and I got more rhymes than this cops at a Dunkin' Donut shop. Sure enough, I got props from the kids on the hill, plus my mom and my pops. I came to get down, I came to get down. So get out your seat and jump around. Jump around. Jump up and get down. Jump around. Check it out, y'all. Jump around. Jump up and get down. Jump up and get down. Jump, 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 jump. Everybody jump, 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 jump. I'll serve your ass like John McEnroe. If your girl steps up, I'm smacking the hoe. Word to your moms, I came to drop bombs. I got more rhymes than the Bible's got psalms. And just like the prodigal son, I've returned. Anyone stepping on me, you'll get burned. Cause I got lyrics, but you ain't got none. If you come to battle, bring a shotgun. But if you do, you're a fool, cause I'll do to the death. Trying to step to me, you take your last breath. I got the skill, come get your fill. Cause when I shoot the gift, I shoot the kill. I came to get down, I came to get down. So get out your seat and jump around. Jump around. Jump up and get down. Jump around. Check it out, y'all. Jump around. Jump up and get down. Jump up and get down. Jump, jump.
Listen to the sound that pounds. I jump around. I'm no clown. I get down to the funk. Listen.
That was House of Pain with Jump Around. You're listening to Ashley Storrie on BBC Radio Scotland, live from Pacific Way. Joined as always by sidekick Silent Paul, and we've entered the final hour of the show. We have got some scores for our Hollywood swinger, alleged Hollywood swinger Hugh Laurie. A lot of a lot of contention about his fitness for a Hollywood swinger.
From whom?
There's people like me who say, well, he's technically not really a Hollywood movie star, he's a TV guy. Fair enough.
But it's still
fair
Hollywood.
Enough. Okay, fair enough. And then there's people who say that he's a trained musician, and some people know him better as a musician than as a TV
no,
guy.
They don't.
I think Americans might. Okay.
It was in the biggest television show in the world at one point.
Well, we've got some more scores for him, Paul, our Hollywood swinger. Pip and Freddie give him 54 Kenny Rogers roasters. Francisco from Flamingo, 91 Kenny Rogers roasters. Fan there. And Spin says, you don't know my mind is something my mind hasn't got into. 21 Kenny Rogers roasters for that. And Doriaman gives it 9 Kenny Rogers roasters. So I'm glad that I'm not alone.
I think you're just cherry picking these scores because
I am not.
ladies
I'm
and
using
gentlemen,
them all.
during the news, Ashley was basically dictating to me that this better not be King of the Swingers. This is not going to be King of the Swingers.
It's not.
You get the fear from the high scores coming in and out. It looks like you're cherry picking the low scores.
I'm just going through my Twitter feed. Paul Simon says, I feel that listening to Hugh Laurie
Keeping it
performing
balanced, yeah.
You Don't Know My Mind on the Graham Norton show is a lot better than hearing this studio version. Therefore, I'm rating it 38 Kenny Rogers roasters for the studio recording, but 94 for the Graham Norton show performance I saw live.
So that doesn't count. You can't do that.
Ovid says 79 Kenny Rogers roasters for Laurie's performance of You Don't Know Me. I'm sure that after 12 a.m. this is heard on the what? I don't know what the rest of that message is, but I'm glad that Ovid got in touch with that score.
Well, Ovid, I'm sorry, but Ashley is also, as well as being really cranky and unreasonable about the legitimacy of Hugh Laurie as a Hollywood swinger, she's really tired. And refuses to read the emails because the text is too small. And I says, I can change the text size for you. And she says, no. So I'll be reading the emails for the rest of the night. Colin and Brenda have got in touch. They say, Colin and Brenda were anticipating that Hugh's musical performance would be excellent. And we're not disappointed in any way. An extremely well-deserved 95 Kenny Rogers roasters for him from us.
Lovely. Mrs. Harris says, swinger, convincing, well executed, pleasant voice, 92 Kennys. Now trying to sleep. I have to be in Edinburgh at 8 a.m. as I'm volunteering at sci-fi Star Trek convention thing. Mrs. Harris, we love you. That's a good score. I'm not happy about it, but I'm still reading it out because I'm not cherry picking, Paul. Because I'm not cherry picking. Lauren says, hi Ashley and Paul, it's Lauren. One thing I remember about Hugh Laurie is that he read our audiobook of Great Expectations, which is one of the best books in the world. I really struggled
But you expected more.
I really struggled to come up with a score for this one, but I think I'm going to give it 50 Kenny Rogers roasters.
I think that's fair.
Lauren's always super nice though, so that's like a 1 from Lauren.
No, don't be, don't be projecting your hate onto Lauren's score. It was a 50, straight down the middle.
MJ says, I agree with Ashley re Hugh Laurie. No matter how many musical instruments he can play, supposedly, I don't rate him. One man's meat is another man's poison, so Ashley's entitled to her opinion.
Why are we talking about meat again? Stop talking about meat. Jane Jones has been back in touch. She says, hi, nothing to see here. Laurie is a fairly accomplished jazz blues performer. To be honest, I know him better as a singer than an actor. How? I don't know where. He had 2 albums out, one in 2011, one in 2013.
Natalie Imbruglia has only had 2 albums out and she's an actress off the telly, but I know her better from her singing than Neighbours.
But she got to number 1.
Like once. Hugh Laurie's probably got to 7 3 times.
No,
so it's a
like
good
his
spread.
singles never get anywhere near to the top 50.
He's sung on Graham Norton though. That's a big...
There's been lots of people on Graham Norton, and I bet he was talking about one of his acting gigs.
Get in touch via text 80295. Let us know
Anyway, you
your
never even let me give Jane Jones
score
Hold
for
your
Hugh
hold
Laurie.
your water.
please.
Really, a straight 100 Kenny Rogers roasters, but in the context of Hollywood Swingers, maybe a bit unfair. P.S. Stuart Little wasn't very big. He was a moose.
Got something to tell you, Paul. I'm unfortunately going to be leaving the show. I'm going to just start a new endeavour, something separate that won't have a King of the Swinger. Because if this is King of the Swingers, I'm quitting. It's not the best thing ever. He sang it in his rubbish American accent.
Well, you better hope that something else
It was
comes
like a
comes along.
slow, boring version of In the Summertime with a posh Englishman singing in a fake American accent. It's not that great. Why is everybody...
Let me just say something.
Why is everybody losing their jam over this?
I have had a wee look ahead of who's going to be on Hollywood Swingers, funnily enough.
No, I refuse. Gosh, I'm having a panic now. Right, let's have a song where we have an off-air discussion about where Hugh Laurie stands in our life, Paul, because I can't believe of all the things to come between us,
Yep.
it's going to be him.
Now,
Here's Billy Ocean with Love Really Hurts Without You.
without